humankind, the global human culture, is at a very critical juncture right now. If we continue altogether to engage in these superstitious beliefs, then we'll destroy ourselves. Humankind, throughout its existence, has evolved. Everything about human beings has evolved. And right now, we're at this turning point in terms of letting go of these superstitious beliefs. Now, the only way that can come about for everyone, in other words, what you call the superstitious culture, human culture, is for each person to take up the mantle of what they truly are and to realize that we already are that, no matter what circumstance we're in and no matter what beliefs anyone else has. Whatever beliefs anyone has, we're already free of all those beliefs. So we need to take responsibility for that, each of us. That we're responsible for our frames of reference, totally responsible. And if we adopt frames of reference, then we limit our recognition of aware-based experience. We take that frame of reference to be real, whether it's a superstitious global human culture or not. You see, there are many ways of being with this. When we're living from superstition, everything seems to be something, like the whole culture seems to be superstitious. But as aware-basic space, we see so clearly that everyone already is aware-basic space. Like I don't sit here thinking, oh, everybody has a lot of points of view. Everybody is aware-basic space. I know that conclusively, and I've seen the evidence come to bear in so many people in the last 25 years. So many people. Because you see, once we taste that and we allow that ease of every perception, it becomes automatic. Then we don't need to try to do it. So once we're introduced to aware-basic space, just like everyone right here, right now, is already introduced to it. Just that reality that you feel right here of nothing going on, that is aware-basic space. And that's who you are everywhere, no matter where you are. So then to take responsibility for being that wherever you are, or what you're doing, that's what it means to take up the mantle of what you are. And the more that you realize that about yourself, the more it doesn't matter what's going on. You see through everything. You see through everything, no matter what it is. As it's just all who you are. But you don't even need to have that frame of reference. You don't need any frame of reference. Not either dual nor non-dual, existent nor non-existent. Things like that become meaningless to you. You wouldn't even want to get into any discussions like that. It's just all the labels, no matter what they are, they're aware-basic space. So why try to take one of them, like non-dual or dual or non-existent or existent or manifest or unmanifest or whatever it is, and make it into what awareness is. We don't need to do that. We just need to condense it. Like when you put something in a pot and you boil it and it condenses down to, if you put watery soup in a pot and you condensed it down, it would get very thick. So you condense it down to its essence, and that's what we do. We condense everything down to its essence, aware-basic space. And then we see everything clearly. We see everything clearly as it is. We don't need to adopt any superstitious beliefs about what it is or how it comes about. And then, it doesn't matter where we are. We can just be timelessly free no matter what we are, because we learn more and more that these perceptions, even though they have a description within the realm of cause and effect, that their essence or underlying basis is only aware-basic space. So we feel more and more ease and less tension. So there's no movement that moves out of awareness to do something. Everything, the movement, the body, the action, the thinking about the action, the all the aspects of the action itself, it all is awareness. But that can only be realized as the ease of awareness. And what I'm stating to you, and I'm telling you at the absolute truth here, is that the more you allow that ease without speculating or imagining what's going to happen or how it's going to happen, the more you just simply allow that seeing. Allow that seeing, allow that seeing, allow that seeing, the more you will see that you are capable of incredible things. If you want to be, you don't have to be. But the reality of what we are is immensely powerful. That means, anything anyone has ever done, we can do and beyond that. So, especially for you young people in the room, what I'm talking about, this non-dual perspective, so to speak, it will be the perspective that becomes more and more pervasive in this millennium. You can count on it. It's guaranteed. And all leadership, all effective leadership will come from that perspective. No one will be able to be a leader without that perspective if we last that long. But in the meantime, we can take leadership of our own life. We can take leadership of our own life. It's very, very important. We're at this critical turning point, really. We're at a critical turning point in terms of our evolution. We either have to grow or go. One or the other. So you see, if we have a frame of reference that I've got to keep looking for enlightenment, I've got to figure out what it's going to be like, I've got to find somebody who can give it to me, I can't do anything to get it. If we have frames of reference like that, then we just have another superstition. Well, it just requires that we get down to business with the reality of what we are. If we have a bunch of perceptions and we're always lost in those perceptions, then we'll spend our life that way. But if we stop elaborating, if we rest naturally without seeking anything, just allow the seeing without seeking anything, without describing anything, then we realize more and more who we are. But that's the only way that conclusively we can have that direct experience. This is the easy way. I'm not telling you anything new. I'm giving a teaching today, as I do every single minute of my life, on the direct perception of awareness. So the opportunity available in this circumstance right here, there are two opportunities available. One is direct introduction to your awareness in a powerful and profound way, where you have a direct experience of the reality that you are aware basic space. And the other opportunity offered in the Great Freedom Teaching is that will become fully evident. If you accept it and commit to it, it will become fully evident, and you will receive all the support you need to be that. So those are the opportunities here. It's not, to persist in thinking that enlightenment is rare, or it's just for special people, or it has something to do with this or that, is to persist in a superstition. We all are who we are. We already are who we are. There's no way to avoid it. And there's absolutely no way to avoid it. And we can either know that or not. So I really invite everyone to know that. I'm not just talking as somebody who's talking about some kind of futuristic action. This has been my direct experience for 25 years in terms of my own life, and then so many people I've had the privilege to know over the past 25 years and give these direct teachings where the full evidence of what always is became obvious and continues to be obvious. See, once you realize this, and you actually begin to allow the seeing, allow the ease, allow the rest of every perception, it becomes more and more obvious. There can't be any falling back from that. Whereas if we have a big spiritual experience and get into some bodily state, very often there's falling back from that because it's an extreme. It's just an anomaly of point of view, no matter how delicious it is. The only freedom that ever is the freedom as immediate perception. Everything, no matter what it is already timelessly free. If we don't realize that each of these perceptions is timelessly free and try to split ourselves off from perceptions in order to get timelessly free, then we can never be free. We've just adopted another superstitious belief. So just the ease of every perception very quickly becomes the ease of every perception without trying to do so.